This is a long overdue live show because it gives me an opportunity to connect my life, real life, to a story that is currently headlining Fox News. All right? In the comment section below, ladies and gentlemen, what you will see is an article posted by Fox News that covers a very, very interesting individual in the Philippines. None other than Pastor Apollo Quiboloy, aka the appointed Son of God, the self-proclaimed appointed Son of God. Now, let me preface this before I tell this story, or at least read the article to you, and I want to share with you my own personal experiences. If you followed me for a long period of time, because it's been a while since I've even mentioned this in a live stream or even in a video, but the good doc had a business in the Philippines, right? I used to own a cosmetics. Well, I didn't own it, but I was an authorized business center for a popular cosmetics company in the Philippines known as Ever Belina. Right? Had my own store and everything was popping. Great business, man. Put it in my girl's name. Long story short, that's how I was able to function it. And then I got a power of attorney. Okay? But what I also did while I was in the Philippines was I taught a semester at Jose Maria College from November 2014 to March 2015. Now, a friend of mine put me onto this job. She was also enrolled in a doctorate program with me. She was the head of the department over at Jose Maria College. And as a result, ladies and gentlemen, she was able to get me a job. And I thank her every day for that. But how this story connects to Apollo Quiboloy, the individual aforementioned in the article today, is he is the owner of the college. He is also the owner of what? The Kingdom of God. What is it called again? I think it's called the Kingdom of Jesus Christ is the name of his I think that's the name of his church, right? Now, working there for the semester, I mean, I put this on as a work reference on my resume. So yes, I claim my time spent there. Okay? I also got letters of recommendations, reference letters. I got it all, right? Because this is a place that I actually worked. Got some college experience in teaching. It really did serve its purpose. But I have to admit that there was a lot of things off about my time spent working for that particular college. Now, again, I have nothing against the people. The people are awesome. They treated me well. They treated me good. I was not a member of his community. To be honest with you, kind of gave me some weird cult Jim Jones type of vibe when I was around. A lot of people would be like, Doc, why you say that? You'll only know this if you are in the know, which is why I'm going to go ahead and tell you about it right now. If you are to join his community, and I mean, he has millions and millions and millions of followers all over the world. Trust me, some in the United States, some in Brazil. He's got followers all over the world. Do your research on this man. He ain't nothing to play with. But if you are to become a member of his community, you have to give up all of your earthly possessions. AKA, you have to give up your house, cars, anything that you own, properties, land, and it's going to be signed over to the church. AKA, signed over to none other than Pastor Apollo Quiboloy. So, yes, when I say that being in that area kind of gave me some real weird culty type of vibes, some Jim Jones type shit, I mean it. The people there pretty much work for free, and the community took care of them. So they worked for the Kingdom of Jesus Christ, for him and his people and everything. And basically they were paid I don't know what they were paid, but basically they were given housing and all of that stuff. But they had to give up all of their earthly possessions because you were following the appointed Son of God. You ain't need all that. Follow him and he'll lead you to the promised land. That was pretty much the vibe that I got when I spent my time there. Was it freaky as fuck? A little bit. But I was only there for my classes twice a week. I was going. but I never personally had an opportunity to meet the man. There were a lot of programs that were held on the grounds of the compound where that was while I was even living there. I think it's probably finished now, but they were building this massive structure where they would be holding their services on Sundays and stuff like that. On all of the screens or all of the TVs inside of the university, they all played his sermons back to back to back to back to back. Close friend, current president Rodrigo Duterte was a constant fixture on his program. So he used to come through and speak. I don't think he was a follower of his word, but they were close friends that kind of came up together. So you would see him, as part of the community and a part of the program as well every now and again. I mean, when I say I saw what I saw, that's pretty much what it is on the surface area. But let me tell you something that he said in the interview, and I'll try to link that video if I can find it. But in an interview where he was talking to this one guy, he said specifically, if God did not want me to have this Rolex, I would not have this Rolex. The reason I have this Rolex is God wanted me to have this Rolex. That's not verbatim, but you can get an idea, or at least be able to pick up what the good doc is putting down. So, now that I've laid the foundation for you, now that I think you guys got a little fixture of the mindset of the individual known as Pastor Apollo Quiboloy, aka the appointed son of God, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get into the story, because it's about to get a little bit shifty right now. So, as I read, ladies and gentlemen, the Philippine church head faces child sex trafficking charges. Whoa. Sex trafficking indictment says Apollo Quiboloy claimed to be the appointed son of God. If y'all are new, if you ain't in the know, you about to be in the know on this one. The leader of the Philippine-based church was charged with having sex with women and underage girls who faced threats of abuse and eternal damnation unless they catered to the self-proclaimed son of God. Wow. Are you shocked that these allegations are coming out? We're talking about a man who is the self-proclaimed appointed son of God. Let's just take the religious aspect out of it, ladies and gentlemen. This man runs his own church. And I kind of believe he runs his church like a business. So he's pretty much the boss, the CEO, and everything runs through him. And all of these people are now trying to come out and say, yo, this man is doing some stuff. Does it surprise you to hear things like this? Let's go ahead and read into it. Apollo Quiboloy and two of his administrators are among 9 people named in a superseding indictment returned by a federal grand jury last week and unsealed on Thursday. The indictment includes 3 Los Angeles-based administrators of Quiboloy's church who were charged last year. The new indictment also named a church administrator in Hawaii. When I said this man has reach, this man has reach. Y'all think I'm playing? Put some spec on this man's name. He got some reach. He grew his small church from nothing to something. When I'm not playing with you. This man has followers all over the world. This man is internationally known. Started out in the Philippines, man, small church. So with that being said, great business mind, marketing was killer to be able to convince these people that he truly was the appointed son of God and he was going to lead them to the promised land. And as a result of him making these promises, maybe he just may have taken a little bit of advantage of those promises. But anyways, he was 71 years of age and the head of the Kingdom of Jesus Christ Church, founded in 1985. That was my brother's birth year. The church claims 6 million members in about 200 countries. 6 million members, 200 countries, all right? Its United States headquarters is in Van Nuys area of LA. All right, is that anything else I can read? The church, backed by the 2016 candidacy president, of course, of Duterte. Just reading through it. Quiboloy claims to be the appointed son of God, and in 2019 claimed he stopped a major earthquake from hitting southern Philippines. He said he did that. He did that. He stopped the whole earthquake from coming to the southern Philippines. Put some spec on this man's name, bro. Put some spec on his name. All right, but the indictment says that it contains a raft of charges, including conspiracy, sex trafficking, children. Ugh, bad words. Sex trafficking by force, fraud, and coercion, marriage fraud, money laundering, cash smuggling, and visa fraud. This man's sound like he faces some racketeering type shit, but that's not what they're saying. But the marriage fraud, the money laundering, the coercion, and the fraud, the cash smuggling, I do remember that coming out. He did some cash smuggling out there in Hawaii. He tried to get on a private plane with, I think, $500,000. They caught him at the airport. You could Google that. I did a story on it when it happened. Quiboloy is believed to be in the Philippines right now, where his camp is, and also the other accused leaders are supposed to be there as well. Basically, a statement was made that said, "We are confident and ready to face whatever is hurled against the pastor and the kingdom leaders, and his descendants, blah blah blah." I'm gonna let you read the rest of it. It's not really long, but it's long enough. But basically, they're trying to get my man on a plethora of charges. I don't want to read too much of it because, you know, it gets into all the other intricate details that I believe will give you a further understanding into this particular man's background. But when I tell you that this man here has power and holds some serious weight, when I say his shit is seriously culty like, some Jim Jones type shit, I want y'all to believe me when I tell you, bruh. Something real different about that place, man. Like I said, I did my job and I went home. The people, respectful, super nice. Sometimes too nice. Kind of made me a little nervous though. I ain't never been around people that were too nice, right? Super helpful and shit. But to my friend who helped me get the job there, appreciate you. Definitely took care of your boy on that one. You know, the salary was shit. I did it for the experience. Believe you me, homie. Wasn't for the money. All right, they ain't pay me nothing. But the man who was in charge of the college that I work at or once worked at is now being brought up on some serious, serious charges, ladies and gentlemen. And it blows my mind because I wonder if it's going to stick. That's my thing. I wonder if these charges are going to stick. Because when I say this man got some weight, I mean, this man got some weight, bruh. Like, he could definitely, probably get his way out of anything. This man got money. This man got weight. He got people in high places. I mean, the kingdom is something else. It's a very small community in the Philippines, but it's still a community nonetheless. And the fact that this man has been able to stretch into other countries and having people follow his word, marketing 101. So he's a pure fucking genius for that. I respect him for that part. But all this extra stuff that he's about to face right now, we'll see how it plays out. But this is going to be an interesting fold for sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, description area below if you want to read the entire article for yourself. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff to make yourself well versed in the content. By all means, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a good doc. Hope you enjoyed. Like I said, Patreon if you want to check out all of the exclusive content that we don't post on YouTube. Email address if you want to hit me up for some merch, because I got some nice shit that I hope you guys will be interested in getting for yourself or somebody else. It's awesome. Again, all prices that I give you include shipping as well. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoy your day. Hope you guys are blessed, man. And we're going to go ahead and keep it pushing. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the good doc is officially out. At least nako pa alam, which means I am going now. Bye-bye. As always, love you guys. Sincerely do. Makita. Mabuhay. Peace.